Inside the mind of rap fans, 30 surprising insights. For decades now, rap music has been this undeniable force in global culture, right? But have you ever stopped to think about the people who connect with this genre on the deepest level? It turns out, psychological research is revealing all these fascinating patterns about the personalities, values, and even the cognitive traits of rap enthusiasts. So, get ready to dive into the minds of rap fans because in this video, we're breaking down 30 evidence-based insights, separating those tired stereotypes from what the science actually tells us. Now, if you're deeply into rap, chances are you're scoring high in something psychologists call openness to experience. This personality trait, it's all about creativity, curiosity, that constant thirst for novelty. And when you think about rap's experimental nature, how it pushes boundaries musically and lyrically, it makes perfect sense. It's a genre that thrives on innovation, attracting those who crave that same fresh energy in their art and ideas. Remember, rap emerged from the urban landscape, right? It was storytelling at its rawest, giving voice to experiences often unheard. And that's a powerful thing. It's no surprise that listeners who identify with those themes of street wisdom, hustle culture, overcoming incredible odds, they gravitate towards rap. Look at where rap fandoms are strongest geographically, and you'll find a connection to those urban narratives. Here's something that might surprise you. Studies have shown a correlation between enjoying lyrical rap and having a higher verbal IQ. Think about it, processing those complex rhyme schemes, metaphors flying by at 100 miles an hour, it's like mental gymnastics for your brain. It's not so different from appreciating the intricacies of poetry. Chapter 4. Ambition and Drive. One of the hallmarks of rap is this relentless drive to succeed, often against overwhelming odds. And guess what? That resonates deeply with listeners who share those same aspirations. Psychological surveys are showing a strong link between dedicated rap fans and traits like high ambition, a competitive spirit, and that deep-seated self-determination. Chapter 5. Nonconformists. Let's be real, rebellion is baked into rap's DNA, right? It's about challenging the status quo, questioning authority. And that attitude, it attracts a certain type of listener. Personality assessments consistently show that rap fans tend to score lower in agreeableness, meaning they're less concerned with pleasing everyone and more likely to be skeptical of authority figures. Chapter 6. Keeping it real. Rap doesn't shy away from raw, unfiltered emotional expression. In a world that often feels obsessed with facades, that authenticity is a breath of fresh air for some listeners. And this translates into their personal lives too. Research suggests that these fans often prioritize direct communication over sugarcoating things just to be polite. They want realness, both in their music and in their relationships. Chapter 7. Built for stress. Now, this might sound counterintuitive, but the intense, sometimes confrontational nature of rap actually correlates with a higher tolerance for stress. Neurological studies have shown that dedicated rap fans tend to handle psychological pressure and chaotic environments better than those who don't connect with the genre. Chapter 8. Entrepreneurial Spirit. It's no coincidence that rap lyrics often revolve around themes of entrepreneurship, building your own empire. Those messages resonate deeply with listeners who possess an entrepreneurial mindset. In fact, surveys have revealed a disproportionate interest in self-employment and starting businesses among hardcore rap fans. Chapter 9. Sensation Seekers. That adrenaline-pumping energy in rap? It's like a siren call to individuals wired for sensation seeking. These are the folks who crave intense experiences, always pushing boundaries. Brain chemistry studies have even shown a link between this personality type and higher dopamine sensitivity, which might explain why that driving beat is so addictive for some. Chapter 10. Cognitive Dissonance. Here's where things get really interesting. Research has identified a psychological phenomenon called cognitive dissonance that plays out in some white rap fans. It's this disconnect that happens when someone romanticizes street narratives, themes of struggle and survival, without having personally experienced those realities. It creates these complex patterns of identity negotiation that are worth unpacking. Chapter 11. Political Spectrum. Rap is inherently political, right? But the way that plays out in listeners' lives is fascinating. Those drawn to conscious rap tend to be more politically engaged, while fans of gangsta rap show a wider range of political awareness. What's interesting is that lyrical analysis suggests fans often adopt the ideological frameworks of their favorite artists. Title: Materialism Paradox. Rap definitely celebrates the finer things in life, but here's the paradox. Long-term fans actually show a declining interest in material status symbols over time. It's like that initial attraction evolves into a deeper appreciation for the music itself, the storytelling, the artistry. For many listeners in their 30s and beyond, rap becomes this powerful conduit to their youth. It's not just about the music, it's about tapping into the emotions and memories associated with that era in their lives. Psychological studies have shown that this kind of music-triggered nostalgia can be incredibly comforting during periods of transition. Here's another layer of complexity. Research suggests that female rap fans tend to engage in more nuanced lyrical interpretation than their male counterparts. Studies have shown that women are often better at separating an artist's persona from their real-world behavior, leading to a more critical and insightful understanding of the music. Let's be honest, that raw aggression in some rap music can be a healthy form of emotional release. It allows listeners to tap into and process feelings they might not otherwise have an outlet for. Clinical studies have even documented reduced cortisol levels, the stress hormone, after listening to rap. For adolescents who are in the midst of figuring out who they are, rap can be particularly impactful. Developmental psychology research shows that teenagers often use the personas they encounter in rap music to experiment with different identities, different ways of expressing themselves during those crucial formative years. Forget the stereotypes, dedicated rap fans actually score higher than average in emotional intelligence, the ability to pick up on those subtle emotional cues, understand what others are feeling, and where do you think they honed that skill? By interpreting the complex emotional narratives embedded in rap lyrics. Processing rap's layered meanings, the wordplay, the double entendres, it's like a workout for your brain. Specifically, it exercises cognitive flexibility, the ability to switch between different concepts and perspectives. MRI scans have even shown that rap listeners tend to develop stronger connections between the creative and analytical regions of their brains. It's no secret that rap often tackles themes of social justice and inequality head-on. What's fascinating is that listening to politically charged rap has been linked to a heightened awareness of systemic issues. Longitudinal studies have shown that these fans tend to display increased civic engagement over time, becoming more involved in their communities and advocating for change. Let's talk about the science of addiction for a second. Rap's rhythmic complexity, those intricate beats, they trigger a surge of dopamine in the brain. Dopamine is our reward chemical, and for certain personalities, this creates a neurological reward system that explains why rap can be so incredibly addictive. Ever notice how you gravitate towards certain types of rap depending on your mood? You're not alone. Music therapy research suggests that many listeners unconsciously use specific rap subgenres to regulate their emotions. Need a boost of energy? Hype music to the rescue? Looking to unwind? Mellow rap can help with that? One of the most exciting things about rap is how it transcends borders, how it's embraced and reinterpreted by different cultures around the world. Global rap fans often blend elements of the genre with their own local traditions, creating this fascinating intersection between cultural preservation and modernization. Interestingly, there seems to be a generational divide in how rap fans approach the genre. Older listeners, those who've been around since rap's early days, often prioritize lyrical content and storytelling. Younger fans, on the other hand, tend to place more emphasis on flow, production, the overall sonic experience. It reflects the evolving nature of music and how cognitive priorities shift across generations. Here's a personality trait you might not expect. Rap fans typically score high in self-monitoring. What does that mean? It means they're incredibly adept at reading social situations and adjusting their behavior accordingly. It's a survival skill that's mirrored in many rap narratives, where navigating complex social dynamics is key. Psychologists have observed that many rap fans internalize the stories of overcoming adversity that are so prevalent in the genre. They take those narratives, those tales of struggle and triumph, and use them as cognitive templates for handling their own challenges. It's a testament to the power of music to inspire resilience. Remember those complex lyrics we talked about earlier? Well, they're not just entertaining, they're actually expanding your brain power. Frequent rap listeners have been shown to have a larger verbal working memory capacity. That means they're better at holding and manipulating information in their minds, a skill honed by trying to keep up with those intricate rhymes and rapid-fire delivery. Now this is where things get a little complicated. Some studies have suggested that certain rap subgenres, particularly those focused on instant gratification, might reinforce present-focused thinking. However, it's important to note that this varies greatly depending on the lyrical content and how listeners interpret it. Believe it or not, rap is showing real promise as a therapeutic tool. In clinical settings, rap therapy is being used to treat depression and help patients process their emotions more effectively. The act of crafting lyrics, of finding their voice through music, allows them to express themselves in ways they might not be able to through traditional talk therapy. So what have we learned? The mind of a rap fan? It's not easily categorized. It's a tapestry of cognitive benefits, emotional depth, a willingness to challenge conventions. Scientific research is revealing a psychological profile that's as multifaceted and dynamic as the genre itself. And understanding these patterns, it helps us appreciate rap's profound cultural impact, moving beyond those surface-level assumptions. When we explore the cosmos, we encounter these celestial objects that defy our expectations. Black holes, quasars, they challenge our understanding of the universe. And in a way, the psychology of rap fandom is kind of like that. It forces us to confront our assumptions, to look beyond the familiar and embrace complexity. Just like the universe itself, rap is this vast, ever-evolving entity. The more we explore it, the more we discover about ourselves.